Hi everybody. Well, we made the gas hatch, outside door handles, making of the side mirrors, and painting of the gas hatch and decal, and wiper blades painted. Cleaned and painted. The first thing is, for some reason, I thought I had a knobby looking gas hatch, and no, the knobs are big, I know that, but it ain't the right one. I looked at the photo and went, why am I going off my memory? Who knows what I've seen that on? So anyway, so I'm remaking it. There we go, that was quick. I forgot to push the record button when I cut the center one out. And I thought, I'm going to make it out of wire. No, I got a brilliant idea. I'm going to make it out of plastic. Here's a brilliant idea. By the way, I didn't use plastic. I used wire. I thought, I'll thin it down. I'll make it thin. I'll do this. I'll do that. I didn't. Oh, you know how much sanding it would do to get that thin? Idiot. About time. Hopefully, pretty soon I come to my senses and grab the wire. And I'm like, I don't like this. This is going to take too long. Still messing with it. I don't mind it taking long as it comes out better. If I'm making something that isn't going to come out better, why am I doing it? It don't make sense. I think it dawned on me right about now. Yep. Twisted the wire around the mandrel, cut the first one, and went into space. Cut the second one. There we go. And I stuck it on there, got it lined up, moving it around a bit. I think I'm bending it so it lays flatter. You know, I punched it down, it just didn't really, gotta move it up a bit. Now I'm using super glue. The hatch itself is D-shaped, or it's got a flat top, and there's a hinge that goes up there, which I'd made out of sprue and took the wire, number 11 blade and scored 3 lines or 2 lines, whatever, for the gas hatch hinge. And then I'm letting it dry, and I was looking at the car trying to figure out how the mirrors are shaped. What was really getting me was the struts to hold it on. So I'm using a 60 thousandths card, and I'm going to have to sandwich it because they're not thick enough. Now watch, they're going to be really overscale, look stupid. But there's one. I made 3 because I had a feeling I'd probably lose one. I haven't lost it yet, but I got that 3rd one in case I need it. Just lightly drawing it. Here I drew the thing and didn't cut it out, because how am I going to hold something like that? Double back tape, dummy. That sanding block my wife gave me, it was brand new, first time I used it, and I think it's just meant to sand the floor with it, because all the aggregate is falling off as they sand. It works, but it's not going to last long. She bought one for me and one for her, or it came in a pack of 2 or whatever. I don't know where she got it at, probably dollar store. And The other one she gave me worked well, but this here isn't. So there I am shaping them all to the size. They look like golf clubs after I noticed it way later when I was done. So I can say that to you before I realized they look like golf clubs, a putter or whatever. I don't play golf, so I don't know what it is. Now I'm cutting some I think it's 20 thousandths card to go from 60 to 80 is a head. Thicker, but not, I didn't want to go too thick, so here I am laminating. Right now I'm cutting the wires that overhung the area that was D-shaped off on that inner what I put the wire on. I don't know if that makes any sense. Well, it must be doing pretty good because I'm going to paint it now. Slap it on there, Doug. Now we set it aside and let it dry. Oh, it dried. Not yet. I'm painting the door latch covers that he did on Install Design did on this car instead of the actual handle that the C2 had. So I had these made before, but I lost it, couldn't find them. All painted, ready to put on, never did it. So I'm taking some gray, a little bit of black, and I'm mixing a dark gray, and I'm going around that wire to give it a little bit of a highlight, but not a strong one, just to give it some depth, you know. That way you're just not looking at a black object. Hitting it again. Actually, it's neutral gray and black. As that's drying and everything else is drying, I'm working on the windshield wiper blades. These were lousily molded. One end had a big blob on it because they didn't make it to the sprue to go out the riser on it, and there was a big blob just about the size of a 4-inch rock in scale. Anyway, you can see it on that one there. It looks short, but it's actually looked the same length to me. It just didn't make it out where it needed to be. And just scraping the stuff off, you know. And that one that had, yeah, I broke it. Yep. I don't know which one I broke either, right offhand. But anyway, I'm cleaning up the end of the broken one. That looks like it was a good one. And I'm still working on the one with the blob on the end, trying to get it so it doesn't look like a blob on the end. There we go. I'm shocked they didn't break that one. Wiper blades are like tank antennas on a German tank in World War II. They had those crowfoot. Yeah, try to clean those things. Just best to make them. I didn't feel like making wiper blades. Oop, wrong way, goofball. There we go. Yep, you noticed it. There we go. By the way, I think I broke it 4 times in the same spot. Looks a bit disjointed right now. I'm still cleaning up on the other one. Now I'm just, as it's drying, I had that Corvette decal that I printed in the front. It came with the partner to go in the back, and I realized it's too big. So off to the computer I go and print another one. Well, while that's drying, the print, I'm going to cut the mirrors out. Which really wasn't horribly bad, but I should have glued them on a longer piece of 20 thousandths card. That way I had a handle to do all this stuff, and I didn't think of it until I got watching the movie myself. So I have one that didn't want to take. So now I'm sanding it, trying to hit my fingernails. They look great right now. I chucked them up in a hemostat and started carving on it lightly with it. Yeah. If it was the same one, I didn't squeeze them too tight. I didn't leave the marks of the hemostat on it. I was shocked. Because I don't think it sat very long with the glue. But it might have dried or evaporated off. It didn't squish out. There we go. Now you see the red? That's the side the mirror goes on. I did it with a marker. I decided to do it that way. I'm using the blade to slice off sections of it, moving around looking at it, trying to sand it with a, you know what, the gravel maker. I just got done adding a bigger table to my model area. Now I'm surrounded in a U shape, and my tools are easily more accessible, way more than that, and I actually saved some room. So anyway, I bought a $2 drawing table from a little girls down the street that had a rummage sale, and they wanted to sell it that, and everything was $2 or $3, and I gave them $5 for it. Came back later and bought some toys for my granddaughter, and that they were trying to sell, and I think they'll get their iPad or whatever they wanted. Dad said they had to get rid of some stuff before he'd buy him it, so I walked out with a lot of big stuff. Spent a whole $8. Anyway, this is the decal, Corvette racing decal. And there we go. So I'm going to let that dry. Hit the mirrors again with some plaster glue to soften, smooth it out. And still goofing with the what do you call them? Windshield wipers. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm painting them. No, you'll get to see it some year. Like, you guys don't know how to do that, right? Look at that thing. Just keep... How much... Never liked those tweezers. You know I use them. The self-clamping ones. Yeah. Weaklings. And I thought I'd break that one again. I put that down on there to hold it so I wouldn't put much stress on it. I didn't break it. Now I'm taking a pencil, and I'll scooch up close to it here soon, and highlighting the edges in any piece of metal that overhangs or, you know, different heights of metal, just to give it some depth, you know. So I'm just smearing it out with my finger, the oils of my fingers. There we go. And pretty soon it's going to get really weird. Feels like a bad science fiction movie. There we go. There we go. Now I'm going to show you the pencil. Just not trying to make it look metallic as much as just to add some depth, and then your oils in your fingers will smear the graphite out. And look like I got a fly flying around there. Okay. I don't know what I did there. I must I just got done spraying it or something. Back to the mirrors again. Man, it takes forever. Anywho, I finally get them down to where I think they're passable. Now I'm making the struts to hold the mirror on the side of the car. I did a thick one. I did a thick one and two thin ones, and the thick one was going to be in the middle because I thought it went wide, tapered down to narrow, and it's all aerodynamic, you know, shaped, teardropped. And after I'd done this, and I realized that it's actually the thin ones I need, because I went through and looked at all the screenshots I did of his Corvette and M-Style Designs Corvette, and found out that if it is, it ain't very much going from fat to thin. So I just made it all thin. And I'm actually making these like how I make struts for World War I aircraft. And I'm thinning the thin part again. I'm making them into an aerodynamic shape. It hasn't dawned on me yet I don't have to use the big one. I marked it, showed you. Yep, aerodynamic. The little one's aerodynamic. Drag reducing. And I tried to bend this one because I thought it was bent. Well, right now I'm trying to make a notch in the big side, because I might need to drill a hole in my car. Something, but I thought, man, that's just too wide. That don't look right. So I got looking at the drawings again, or not drawings, the screenshots I broke the little one off. I wasn't too upset because I'm thinking already that it's going to be the little ones I'm using. So that's what I'm doing. I got one golf club made. I'm making sure I got a left and right side. Making sure the angle's the same. There's a mirror that will go on there, hopefully. And now I'm going to glue the gas hatch cover on. And this baby was stuck down good. I mean, I thought it was cutting through the paper. No, I was cutting through the paper, cutting through the tape. But it wasn't. It was slipping under there. Just, I don't know. I think the glue got under it a little when I glued the pieces together. But it wasn't sticky or anything, so right now I'm getting it lined up so I can pop it on there straight. At least Shaky Jake wasn't here today. Just making sure everything's vertical. There we are. Please like and subscribe, but mostly like. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.